Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Tina from It's a Wonderful Plan. Today I have a haul that I picked up from Rongrong. I have this alphabet sticker book. This one actually was released in July. These are 7 PET tapes that were released in her big fall August collection release, but she had not sent these to me, but I absolutely had to have them. So of course I purchased these on my own along with the alphabet sticker book. So I want to go ahead and do a flip through of this and show you all of these PET tapes. I'm also going to do a quick little plan with me with one of these. I am an affiliate of Rongrong, so if you do decide to purchase anything, I greatly appreciate if you consider using my affiliate link. You will find that down below along with a code that will save you 10%. So excited about this. I love using alphabet stickers and I just never seem to have enough of them, and I like having them all in one place. So super convenient. I really like her functional collection. It's super handy to have. There are different colors. We're starting off with this black coloring here. I like the size of this font. It's great for headings, anything like that. So we've got that same font in various colors. So we've got the black, we've got pink, we have a orange, we have a red, there's a yellow, like a darker mustardy yellow, there's green, blue, purple, and then there's like this kind of looks like foil. It's like faux foil look to it. These are all on paper, by the way. These are all paper stickers. Then there's this one that looks kind of like a silver foil, and those were all the same font, and these are all Kiss Cut. So I want to make sure that I show you. So I like that. Not a lot of white trim there. So it makes it nice and easy for you to put them anywhere. And then there are also numbers on the bottom of each page that we can use, because it's always handy to have some numbers as well. Okay, now we're into like a different style font. I really like that. You can see it's got like this really pretty like kind of highlights trim around there. A little bit different than just like a basic. And then this is really pretty. I like this blush color. And then we've got some neutrals here. Some of these letters we have seen in her other books, but now we have like them all in one place. These are really nice black basic. This really pretty like lavender. This one goes with like the Midnights collection really nicely. This one right here has got like the, looks like little stones in here. And then these are a little bit smaller, and these are also in upper and lower case. I like the different sizes here. Again, a little bit smaller and in more of like a script style. And then this one is a different script. And then we have this like hollow style. These are really nice. I like this. Very nice font. This one is another different one. This one is kind of like a spooky one. This one was in her Halloween sticker book, but a little bit smaller letters here. A different script. And we've got some larger letters back here. And since these are larger, these take up like 2 pages. And of course with the numbers. So basic sticker book, but basic sticker books are super important to have in like your collection. I know I love having basic sticker books. Now let's go ahead and look at the PET tapes that I have here. As I said, I have 7 of them. So I'm going to kind of like line them up this way. But I do have swatch outs of them to make it a lot easier. But I want to start off by showing you how the tape looks and how each of the stickers are Kiss Cut. This one right here is called Campus Chic. And then how long the roll is, and it will repeat. So you could see it's got a long strip here before it starts to repeat. We haven't started repeating yet, and this is kind of where it starts to repeat. So we've got some girls in here, and this one is so cute. This one is like a kind of like a back to school, but not for like little kids back to school, more for like college students or, you know, older students, or even work from home. I really like this one, and I like the neutrals in here. All right, I have that one all swatched out here. And what I did was I did kind of like put some of the stickers together to create like little stories. It kind of just demonstrates how well these all go together. But like for instance, like this right here, these are all like separate stickers that I just kind of layered together. So this and everything on this side here. So everything that I'm showing you here on the swatch out is actually that strip that I just showed you, and that will repeat 5 times. So you'll get 5 of like what I have here. Okay, so and all of the stickers are kiss cut, so you don't have to cut them out, and they are a matte finish, so you're not getting a lot of that shiny back at you, because I know that there are like other PETs out there, but you get a lot of reflection from them. So I love that she has made these in a matte format. So I don't know, I personally like the matte. It just looks a little bit nicer on your pages. It's less distracting. And the quality, you know, it just really shows in the quality. All right, so that one is Campus Chic. I'm going to go through each swatch with you. I'm not going to unroll the tapes because I feel like looking at the swatches is so much easier. So here is Timeless Academia, looking at all neutral design here with like old library scenes, desks, the chair. We've got some bookshelves in here, this pretty outfit. This is kind of fun here with the chase. This is actually separate, so you could see like all of the little pieces that I have here. This little candelabra is separate from the desk, but I just kind of like put it all together just to share with you how you can like make all these different like scenes. And then the same thing with all of these items. So if they look like they're, you know, together, they are actually all separate stickers here. The bags, I thought that that was kind of cute all together. And then I'm going to turn this one over here, and this is like a full sticker here. And yeah, I think most of these are all individual, like that's an individual sticker here. I love this record player. That's so pretty. So really, really, really pretty things. We've got some library scenes in here, some outside of the buildings. Really pretty. Now this one again is Timeless Academia. Okay, the next one I have here is Fall Book Club. And I'm just loving like the dark, moody colors here. I'm loving like that like rich, like burgundy color. I think that that is so pretty. This little cat sitting on the books. And then this right here makes it look like a really pretty scene like in her office. She's just like looking out. And then this is a nice little like library scene. And we do have like some repeats, but in different sizes. And then this stack here is a separate from the candle. I just put those together. And this is actually separate as well. So I'm just kind of pointing out the separate stickers so you know like what's an actual sticker and then what's like a collage already put together. This is cute, these like strip stickers. And then we have some more down here. I like that basket with the pumpkins. I'm so excited for fall. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I'm gonna start like putting a lot of fall things in my planner. This next one right here is Fall Festival. So we've got like more of like a fall festival vibe here, right? We've got pumpkin patch, hay rides, corn maze, hot cider, all of the fun things at the fall festival. So this one features these like boxes, which you can cut them up. You can layer stickers on top of them, which is kind of what I did here. So these were all like separate, and I just put them all together. Like this sign is separate. But you kind of get an idea where you can really have some fun with the individual stickers and create like a really cute little story here. Here she is holding up her pumpkin. This is so cute. This is a hot cider little dispensary there. The caramel apple, this one is separate. And then so is this one here. And these are actually all little separate stickers. And look at, they look like little tickets that say admit 1 for the hayride. This one's for the fall festival, and this one is for the corn maze. So cute. And then of course we have some of her girls in here. Love that. And then this other side is the rest of that you would find on one strip. And again, this is a separate piece, and I just kind of like created this little collage with them. So that's like one sticker. Very cute. Even like the little pumpkin hand sanitizer, that's so cute that you would find. And if you like to have like the hand sanitizers that have the different scents to them, those are really cute. All right, and this one is Fall Festival. Okay, the next one is Rustic Bloom. I love this. Look at how pretty this is with all of the fall florals here. And these wreaths, now these happen to not be cut on the inside, but you can easily do that. Or you can like layer quotes in there. But if you wanted to have this where you wanted to be able to write in here, you would have to cut out the center. So this one does have the sticker in the center, but it can be cut out if you choose to use it that way. So a little bit different options there for the wreaths. Some of these are cut to fit against your pages already. And then that's the rest of them on this side. So pretty. I'm loving it. So excited. Okay, so the next two that I have to share with you, or the last two, are definitely Halloween styles. This one is called a Gothic Coquet, and we have the girls here. We've got some fences, but then we have these really pretty florals, the roses in here, and then like the swan with the black ribbon, the little black cat. Look at how cute he is. I really like these. The teapot here. There's a mirror. This girl sitting reading a crow. This is a separate sticker here with the teacup, and I just paired it with the black roses. And then the same thing with this. This is all separate little stickers that I just put together to create like really this like little collage. Just to give you an idea of how they kind of come together and how you can use them. And then this is the remaining of like what's on the one strip again before it repeats. And there's 5 repeats of those. Okay, and this last one here is Midnight Haunts. I love it. I love the black and whites. The house, we've got this girl with the candles, and she's like walking through this scary house probably. And then this is a cute little like bedroom scene. These florals, the little chair, the jack-o'-lantern. And there's just a lot of cute things on here. There's a cat. This is so cute. This plant is a Venus flytrap. I just realized what type of plant that is. It's so funny. Oh my goodness. Oh, and then some of these are separate. So this right here is a separate sticker, but this is like one sticker. So I'm just kind of pointing that out to you so that way you know like what came together and then what I like put together. This is one whole sticker here, this whole grouping, but this is like 2 separate stickers. I like this with the skeleton hand holding the candle, and then this is like a little pumpkin face on your drink there, your cappuccino or your latte. Yeah, love the black flowers. So that is all of the PET tapes, and I wanted to make sure that I like shared all of those with you. For today, I want to do a little bit with this one right here, and we're gonna plan out a day, and this one is called Campus Chic. Okay. And what I want to do here is I want to do Monday. I'm going to do one day with this, and I thought that this was really pretty. It's kind of like a nice transition. People are going back to school this week, and I want to use those stickers, and I'm also going to pair it with Rongrong's Neutral Palette sticker book. Like I was saying, this is, it's definitely a staple item. Oh, I might have to get another one of these, but yeah, this is really it's really pretty. But I'm going to show you some ways that you could use this because I think I like this color here. Looking at the colors to match up. I really stick to a particular blueprint for my daily planning when I decorate these. This is my Erin Condren Daily Duo. It has the hourly field here. I always keep that very functional. My to-do section, I like to keep functional, but I do like to put a box in place of the heading that's there right now. Sometimes I like to decorate like the top heading area, that space, but this space right here is where I add more decoration. And that's really where I'm going to be adding like these stickers. And I like to pair them off with some boxes. This one right here, I don't know, it caught my eye. I like this color. I think it'll go nicely. I wasn't quite sure which girl I wanted to use, but I think I want to use her. She's cute too. Oh, she's cute. Either way, this box will go with any of those. So I'm going to actually show you how I use this because I actually use the sticker already, right? I'm going to cover up this little asterisk here. So the best way to get extra use out of your stickers, you have this trim around here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut out this part, and I am just going to use that like outline as the sticker. So there's that one. And then I'm going to need a heading box, which I want to use. I guess I'll use this one. This will be a good one. Let me just put that down right now, actually. And I don't have to cover this up. I think it'll fit. Yes, it will fit. All right. So I already kind of know that'll work. And I want to bring in another box with this. And maybe two. So this one would work. But let me see if I can find one that's already like a box, not something that I have to cut out the way that I did here. I'd rather do that. Let's see. Let's come over here. The nice thing about this neutral book is that it really like kind of works with anything here. So I think this one will be a good one. So let me grab that. And yeah, I think we're good. I think just the two will be a good way to go. So I could do like that and maybe like this. And let's see. I have to kind of figure where I want to put this girl. So let's think about that for a moment. What I like to do is I like to grab my functional boxes for my dailies first and then grab the decorative stickers and see where I could place them. And I also want to make sure that I'm placing them in an area that they're not going to be like interfering with the functionality of the page itself. So I could probably, yeah, I have an idea. Okay, so let's talk about this one. I don't really want to have all this white extra space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim some of it off. Not all of it. I don't want to go all the way against the line because by doing that, it makes it really hard to handle this sticker. And you're going to see what I'm talking about when I peel this up. Because remember, this is not a sticker. This is the outline of where the sticker actually was. But I'm getting a dual purpose out of this by using just the framework here. Okay. So you can see I'm peeling that off. So you see what I mean? I have this sticker here. So I'm going to flip it over because I kind of want to figure out where I want to place this down. Because with these, this is definitely kind of like a one and done type of deal. Simply because it would be a lot harder to pick this up and reposition it. As opposed to it being like a full sticker. So I'm just kind of looking at my decorative stickers here. Because what could I add in here? I don't know. I kind of like this. This is a collage. And I'm thinking I could kind of add it in through here. So let me bring this over. So that way I have a little bit more of like a margin on this side to work with. I think that that will be good. Okay, I'm going to turn this because I want to lay this down this way. And I think I have a little bit better angle here. So now this can get a little bit tricky because it will tend to like buckle up a little bit here. See how that's kind of like not laying down super flat. There we go. Okay. So it was actually pretty easy. Sometimes I have to play with it a little bit. It gets a little tricky. And I really think I want to bring this one in kind of like right here, I think. I'm not going to lay it down just yet because I want to see, I want to have her standing on something. I don't like when my girls are just kind of like free floating in the air on the page. I like them to be like on a box or, you know, look like they're on something, standing on something. Okay, so I think this will work here. And I'm going to want to get rid of some of this shadowing. Really don't like that coming through. And let's see here. All right. I think that works. And actually, I'm just going to get rid of this little dot because I can't really write anything here. Cute. Okay. All right. So I'm going to press that down. I don't really like that that's like even with that. I just realized that. That's a bummer. Okay. Well, let's try to fix it. I was so worried about the placement of her that I didn't even realize that it's really not like off the way that I like it. Okay, so even though I laid this down pretty nicely, I'm going to pick it back up. So when you do this, you obviously need to do it slowly because you don't want it to tear. And if it does, then of course you have to just piece it back together or just get a different sticker. So I'm trying to avoid either of those. So I'm taking my time by taking this off slowly. Okay, now let's go back here because this is the better angle. And then I can also see that I could bring this up because like I said, I want it to be at different heights. Okay, so let's start at that end this time. Looks pretty straight, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, I think that, see, that looks a little bit better. It just has more interest when they're not even. All right, now this actually gave me a little bit more room down here, which is kind of a cool thing because I really like these. This is one sticker and then this is another sticker. So, but I like the way that that looks. So I'm actually going to bring it in over here. But I'm also going to have to cut some of the box off because it's really shadowing through. And I also want to cut this. So let me do that. So make it look like it's coming off of the page. And then I need to cut out what's underneath. Now this part is so much easier now because I don't have the full box. It's just that, like, that framework of the box. It's like my faux box, right? That works out. I really like this color palette. It's so pretty. It's just sort of like perfect, I feel like, for this time of year. I think I want to bring that in here. But again, I want to get rid of this. There we go. There we go. Okay, now I still have like some room down here. So let's see what I could bring in. Oh, this little calculator. This is cute. Or there's like all of this little stuff, like the, you know, you just kind of create like a cute little scene down here. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to trim the underneath, but I just kind of want to get a feel for this. That is really cute. Oh, and then we got a pencil here. Let's put that there. I don't know, it just kind of is fun. You just kind of add in all the cute little stickers and create a cute little collage. It tells a nice little story. There we go. All right, that looks cute. Now I feel like I need something up here and up here because this looks pretty good down here. Oh, this is like a bunch of pencils. I think I like this one better. Like that, yeah. Let's take that one off and let's put that one there. Actually, I'm gonna cover up these little dots. I have the lines there, so if I need them, I could use them. I want the cell phone. I think I'm going to use this one because this one's a little smaller. And I think that, yeah. Oh, and then this cup. This will be like really perfect. That's like a really perfect, like kind of morning thing. These glasses are cute. Put them here or down here or right here. Oh, right here is perfect. Look at that. Okay, let's bring that cup right there because it is Monday morning and definitely gonna need my coffee. I'm actually gonna cover up this one too. I kind of wanted to bring it together, you know, and have this here. Let me show you what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I like that idea. Now, do I want to bring that like right here? Because that's really kind of going into the 8 o'clock hour. But I also really like the way that that looks. So I think I'm going to do that. I think that's cute. It's really not interfering too much with the functionality of this. Okay, I'm going to put the cup. I'm going to put the cup here. So it's kind of almost like hanging off the page. And I don't really want to lose too much of the phone. So what if I did that? That's kind of cute. Okay, so let me trim that. I think that looks really cute. All right, now what I want to do is I'm going to come over here because I want to use the alphabet collection and I want to see, I want to look at these like little letters because these are really cute. And let's use them in here. I think I want to use these lowercase letters because I need to have a to do in here. And I could use just a regular sticker that says to do, but I want to bring these in here and show you how these look. So now those are, since they're on white paper, like they are kind of like going onto the box, but that can be trimmed down. There is to do. And then let's see. Oh, this might be cute. This like here, let's see. These are cute right here. So you can kind of just have fun with them and not necessarily line them up. Just kind of have them be more playful. I could say first coffee or coffee time. Kind of like whatever you really want to do here. I think we're going to do coffee time. That is really cute. Now, since that's paper, you can actually color that in. Also kind of fun. So I have this mild liner here. There you go. So I was able to color that in and coordinate that. I think that that is so cute. All right. And then I would have to write in my lunch. So I could use like alphabet stickers to do that and my dinner, but I'm actually just going to write that in because I also don't want to like necessarily like waste all of the alphabet stickers writing things like that in. I just wanted to show you here. And then that way you kind of have an idea of how that looks. So by lunch, I try to always take my lunch at the same time. I try to keep myself on a pretty good schedule. I do work for myself and I am also my parents' caregiver. So I have a lot of things of course, going on, as you know, we all have our own like adulting responsibilities, right? And each of our plates look a little bit different, and sometimes they're super full, and sometimes there's a little bit more room on them, right? So, really kind of depending on what's going on. But I do like to keep things very, very functional on my dailies. It's super important for me to do that. I like to have them decorated. I like to have them like ready to go for me for the week. So I generally like to do like decorating the week probably on like Friday, Saturday. And then once I get into Sunday evening is when I'll go in and actually like fill in what's going on for the week. So that's pretty much like my planning routine, along with like when I decorate my pages. I'm on a new planner here, so it just started in July. So I'm really trying to make sure that I'm creating a consistency for myself, because that's one of the things that I really do struggle with especially with like working for myself and also being a caregiver, because as a caregiver things come up, like they just come up. You can't plan for these things. And you know, my husband and I are like the center core of our family. So you know, we are the go-to people when other family members need help. And it can be a little tricky to juggle, you know, along with our own things that we have going on with our own lives and what we want to do for ourselves. But, you know, this is the reason why I need the daily, because the daily is like everything to me. If I start looking at things, I have a full picture of the week or of the month of what's going on, but I need it to be like more detailed. So that's the reason why the daily works the best for me. It, you know, for yourself, you may not even use daily pages, or you might like just the weekly layout, and that might work really well for you. And that did work really well for me before, but now it's just way too much on my plate. So I need to kind of grab it into small portions, and it really does help me focus on what I need to do for each day and then go from there. Otherwise, I tend to feel like really, really overwhelmed, and I don't want that. I don't need that. That is not beneficial to myself. It's definitely not beneficial to my family who I care for. So I just want to share a little bit of like my planning technique with you, and you know, maybe something that I share with you might resonate with you, and then that way you could take it and you could use that in your own life. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. The alphabet sticker book is in, it is ready, you could purchase it. This is a great staple for functional collection of my stickers. And then of course all of like the decorative PET tapes. I think that these are so beautiful to have a lot of fun in fall. So there's a little bit of something for everybody, I feel like, from Rongrong's collection, her fall collection. There's actually 2 PET tapes that I did not get from this release. She had a total of 13 PET tapes, some of which she did send me, some of which I did purchase myself. And like I said, there's 2 others. I decided not to get them. I think that they're adorable. They just weren't going to really fit in to my planning, so I decided to not get them. But I just might pick them up anyway. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I don't know. It's hard for me to not like want the whole collection. I don't know. Maybe I'll be sharing some more PET tape with you from the August release. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please, if you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Really does help me out here on YouTube. And if you do decide to purchase anything, I am an affiliate, so greatly appreciate if you use my affiliate link. You will find that down below, along with a discount code, and that will save you 10%. So thank you so much for thinking about using my affiliate links when you are making your purchases. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for that. And thank you so much for thinking about using it on your next purchase. Be sure to be subscribed. Hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my content. And if you watch this video all the way till the end, leave me a coffee mug emoji. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.